Hello. I'm sure you guys like that. Nice intro, isn't it? Hi, everyone. Welcome again to the second episode of G9ijaTV Spotlight News on GSN. So, this is our second episode. My name is OlaTunde MD, and we've got some pretty nifty things for you today. Basically, we just have some interesting um events that actually took place, quite, some are serious and some not so serious. So without much ado, let's get to the first one. So we want actually want to talk about the issue of terrorism, Boko Haram. This is Nigerian focused at the moment. And basically what's happened is there's this news that actually came out. I mean, just imagine. It said repented Boko Haram member enlisted into the Nigerian army, slits woman's throat in Enugu barracks, hit the cops, and this man is known as Private Mohammed Adamu, and has been identified as the accused killer of the lady stabbed within the Nigerian army, 82nd Airborne Amphibious Division. Honestly, just want to say this very quickly. That is seriously unbelievable. I know that there's this program. So for some of you who are wondering, I'm sure almost everybody knows about Boko Haram. They've been terrorizing mostly the northern part of Nigeria. And the thing is this: who on earth? It is okay to sort of, retrain these people. Have a program to sort of turn them, from their evil ways. But one thing I do know globally, at least in in the civilized world, once there's something called security clearance, how can why would they actually put these guys back? Why would you put them into the military? This is people who have actually campaigned, have had have taken part in our terrorism campaign against the state of Nigeria. Any country in the world, you do not put an ex-terrorist back in, at the end of the day, and to be in active service. How is that even possible? you know yes. Try to I mean, whatever it is that they actually do, in terms of I mean, what is repentance? These guys have committed act of terrorism against the state of Nigeria, and we're putting them in. Yet, okay, the repentant program is good. I'm all for it. But them, I just feel that there should be this restriction. There are certain things they must never be allowed to get into. These are people who have, carried out harm insurrection against, terrorism, have committed act of terrorism. Even you can't actually prove that directly, they have been involved. They have been involved. Now, this guy basically has, well, they said allegedly, allegedly, he has been said to actually be now a member of the Nigerian army, and he has a girlfriend. And this guy has gone ahead to kill his girlfriend because she was pregnant and he's not ready for. So that thing is still in his blood. What did he do? He actually went and slit her throat and killed her. Who actually happens to be the daughter of who actually happens to be the daughter of another senior officer in the same division. And this is just crazy, absolutely crazy. What do you expect this guy is going to do? That guy is a threat. The Nigerian army has enough challenges as it is. Not to now have whereby the officers and men will be looking at their back, whether this Boko Haram guy, what he can turn on them. And how would you even know if this guy is not, shall I say, a fifth column? How is that ensured? And this guy is going to be carrying guns. Is going to be actually be actively, being involved. That is a terrible thing to do. It's just, I mean, it's just unbelievable. How is that? So I don't know. So my only thing is that I'm sure the chief of operations in the army are fully aware. I'm pretty sure that they're actually aware of it. I know they don't take any prisoners. There, in the name of God, I'm just praying that these guys just needs to, the major general just need to, look into this. How is that possible? This is security thing. Look, there are some jobs we actually apply to in the UK that if the police should stop you for drink driving, you're not going to get a job. I have a friend. There's a guy that I used to work with in a bank, and I think when it started, they were still doing carrying out security clearance. 9 years ago, guess what? The guy lost his job because of what? Drink drive. Because of drink, of course, they were not supposed to. The agent that carried out were just supposed to do 3 years, and for whatever crazy reason, they did 9 years, and they found out that he drank. It was found to be above the limit, and the police arrested him, and he slept in the cell overnight so that his head would clear, and they sent him on his way. But it was recorded. This guy lost a job because of that 9 years later. I can tell you that. How is that even possible? Please. So in Nigeria, then we now have a terrorist. A repentant one at that. And they've actually found out that, there are some figures that actually show that a lot of these people still go back and continue. So how do work with them, campaign programs, engage them, give them jobs and things, but not put them. Why would you put them? You actually put in. I just feel that you're actually we're just putting these men and officers at risk. So, maybe they have something in which they use in monitoring this guy, but then should we be allowing this guy to be engaged in this sort of thing? I mean, just look at what has actually happened. It's just crazy. I'm pretty sure that there are men and officers who would actually be bringing this up to say, look, I'm pretty sure that something is wrong. And I think the federal government too should actually be looking into this. That is this a good idea? So that there you have it. I mean, honestly, God help Nigeria. So now I actually want to talk about there's this about the pastor. Basically, this one is just quite interesting. The pastor went somewhere, and he said he went to a state. I'm not sure the state was not actually mentioned, and so of course, as a pastor, the first place, I think he got there to his destination quite late. And as a pastor, of course, the first place he went to was the church to say, brothers in Christ, please help me. I need to sleep. He said they chased him away. They didn't allow him to. And guess what really happened? It was the mosque. It was the mosque that he was actually allowed to sleep in, that the Muslim there allowed him to. Sometimes when you think about things like this, honestly, for me personally as a Christian, it's very disheartening. Very, very disheartening. Some of the things that we actually feel as a Christian that we are supposed to do, I'm not saying that, yes, of course, we should show other Christians love, but more so that we're supposed to be showing love to other people as well. And in this case here, it is the Muslims that have actually done that. What does that say? I mean, I'm not sure. Do those people have a reason? Did they suspect him or something that maybe he's not a true Christian? We don't know. They didn't say, but the guy has some things to say. You need to look. You need to listen to this. Let's watch this.
Terrible thing. I hate sharing it. I was sent by the Archbishop somewhere, and I got stranded on the way. I went to a church to go and tell them that they should. I want to spend the night there. I heard the pastor and the wife arguing inside. I told them, I said, look, I will not sleep in your house. I want to sleep in the church. Sir, they didn't allow me. I left that place and walked to a mosque. The only thing I said is Assalamu alaikum. And he looked at me, he said, Mala. He said, life here. I said, Nima Tafire. He said, Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Sir, I slept in the mosque. Is it with that kind of Christianity are you thinking we can dismantle that force? Our self-centered, self-seeking, self-glorifying Christianity. A Christianity that only thinks about himself.
Wow. Wow. I mean, honestly, is that for real? Apparently, you heard the man. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? Like the man said, he said, can you dismantle that kind of force with that kind of act? This is the sort of thing that makes some people, if this priest is not really a strong Christian, he will just say that, "Look, you know what? I think I will consider being a Muslim." Without his action. Why did they do that? You actually heard what the man was actually saying. Self-seeking. This is not really. I feel embarrassed because of that. I just hope we have other people, including moi, that we can do better. Where we can show love to people. They don't have to be Christians for us to be able to show love. Nigeria has a lot of challenges. And quite frankly, a lot of times we say, oh, it's the state, oh, Nigeria is a zoo. Nigeria. When we say Nigeria is a zoo, we are the animals. Who do you think? Who is the real government? The people. When you see people that actually represent us, in Abuja, and we're saying all sorts of manner of things, we see what they are doing, and we say we are blaming them. No, we should blame ourselves because we allowed it to happen. That is just what it is. We allowed it to happen. It doesn't matter the kind of traffic light you set up. Places. Sometimes we see people driving. Anyway, I don't want to digress too much because this is about the this is about the man of God that wasn't shown love but from his own kind. He said he actually had the pastor and the wife argue. They were more interested in we don't want the place to be stained, though, or maybe this guy looks suspicious or something. We never know. We never know. Unfortunately, we don't know. But honestly, I mean, come on, guys. I need you guys to really, I'm getting some comments here. Somebody said that is Nigeria for you. I love you, TV. Then there's G9ijaTV said, okay. Omo Johnson said, I don't like how Christians are doing. All over the world gossip. Say, now so it's a real now so, but honestly, I think it's a concerted effort. Every Nigerian, we just have to be our brother's keeper. There is no other country that is going to, that will take Nigeria. It's not about saying that we don't, if there are any issues, we need to be able to face those things and actually speak up. You'll be surprised the power of one. I always say that the power of one. All it takes is just one person. Just one person. You don't know the kind of power you have by just speaking up. It's not about social media is quite powerful. There are people that will come on there and be saying all kind of rubbish. But we're talking about things. It's not about knocking Nigeria. Nigeria is great. If you see other people that have left the country in most parts of the world, what are Nigerians doing? They are taking territories. They are thriving. And the thing about it, after they've made their money and done all sorts of things abroad, guess what? They still want to come back to Nigeria. When I'm in Nigeria, a lot of people are saying, what are you doing here? Why did you come? To come and do what? This crazy place. And I'm thinking that these guys is because they've not been to the other side. You think outside America, Canada, UK, everything is El Dorado. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that people don't thrive there, but there is something in it. If you have ever lived in Nigeria, you'll find out that home, sweet home. We just have to, you see, the kind of country we want, we just have to build it. We need to have checks and balance so that we don't have people who subvert. This is just, it matters a lot. And like the man, like the man of God said, he wasn't shown love by his own kind. So what do you think they will do to other people? Well, so there you have it. So let's move swiftly on. The next one that are really well, I think I will just pass this one because there's a lot of controversy. So And when you don't have your fact, we don't want to be talking about things we are not really sure and be saying allegedly, allegedly every time. There are some things reasonably we are sure. People will say all sorts of things about some news just to chase clouds, at whose expense. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is about a tenant in Uyo, that the property was thrown out. This graduate tenant has graduated since 2005. The reason why this really touches me is the reason this really, really touches me. You just need to actually look at this. So this is like a slide, that I just want everybody to see. That is the woman. This woman, she's a graduate. She graduated 2005. You can see her NYC, photo. Do you know she was thrown out because of 3,000 3,500? That some people used to take pepper soup that she couldn't pay because she does not have a job, or she does not have a solid means of making, ends meet. And it's actually been reported that she was actually selling granules. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? That somebody that has graduated 2005. I know that all sorts of things, village people, wherever, and all that. But the thing about it is that, you know, I don't even know where to start with. But apparently, this woman actually went out, and the landlord basically threw all her things out. You can see the picture over there. Let me play that again for you to see. They threw out all her things in the rain. That is sheer wickedness. You know what we were talking about earlier? You see, in Nigeria, it is true. People are often saying it. We don't show each other love. I'm not saying that the landlord should not make money. Honestly, if anybody does have a contact for this woman and we can verify that it's this woman, I think we can do a campaign for her to raise some funds for her. Honestly, because this is wickedness. We're not, look, US, Canada, and all that. They are not going to come down and fix Nigeria for. In fact, they prefer us. When the naira dollar this in there was quite high, we all knew what happened. You understand? You see, who do you think it actually benefits? It's the foreign countries. Nigeria is lucrative. Nigeria, people are, jack buying and everything. But do you know what really matters in all of this? What really matters in all of this is that what do you see? People see strife. I'm not saying those things. Yes, there is stress in Nigeria. There are issues in Nigeria. But sometimes we need to look deeper. There are people who have made bastard money there. There are people who have made bastard money in Nigeria, and they've not been stealing through hard work. It's not everybody that you see that is doing well in Nigeria that are stolen, or that, that whether they're in government or not. There are genuine people too in Nigeria. Would you believe that? Absolutely. Because I've met people like that. It's not everybody that is actually say any opportunity they see, they're stealing. They're doing all sorts of, all manners and crazy things. No. Look at this woman. All her things thrown out like that. For what? Is it that in Uyo, there are not people there who can actually help her to pay 3,500 naira? Look at her things out there. If this woman now go and steal, I'm not saying that it's a right because you are poor or you don't have money, then you must go and steal. But where is our humanity? Where is our humanity? How on earth? That woman needs serious help. Why are we not doing it? In Nigeria, we should have a slogan that is one for all and all for one. That when we see people that need help, because Nigeria, generally, honestly, Nigerians are very, very, we are a people that have a heart. Like in other countries, we have crazy people, we have mentalu, we have all sorts of mad people, but we also have genuine, loving people as well. We don't have to go and start outside and begin to clap for ourselves and show the whole world that we are paying something for somebody. We don't have to. If we truly believe that, God will always, he said the God that the things you do secretly, God will reward you openly. We don't have to make a case of it that, see, carry me, see me as I'm helping the poor people. You have got your reward. People will clap for you and say you're a good help. I'm just saying this. I'm just using this platform that look, if anybody knows where we can find this woman, if we can, anybody can have, if you have any contacts in Uyo, what we can do. Look at that woman, she's feeling hopeless. Why won't people go to Libya? Why won't they risk their life? If you see some of the things that have happened in Libya, where Nigerians will go and they turn them into slaves, sex slave. This kind of person now, she falls into the rank or into the hand of a wrong person. They will promise her that come out. They will say anywhere but Nigeria. There's a government. We have a government in Uyo. At least we have a local government there. What are they doing to help these people? I don't want to talk about that. Maybe she's lazy or anything, But the fact that the my father they said that she's selling granuts, a graduate, 2005, selling granuts. Hello, Abana, Kilo Day. You see that sometimes, don't even get me started. Please, if anybody can identify this woman, if anybody can find out more information about this, please, please, we have an email which is G9ijaTV at gmail.com. G9ijaTV at gmail.com. Please help to share this. If you can actually share, subscribe as well if you've not subscribed, So there are a lot of things that we want to be doing. Our idea is not just for us. Let's do some good. Let's do some good. Let's we don't have any other country. God knows the reason why He made us Nigerians. Everybody is saying, I wish I was an American. Are they not killing people in America? Are they not killing people in the UK? Are they not killing people in Europe, in Ghana, all across the world? Are they not doing that? Exactly. So please. So moving swiftly on. So the next this that I actually have here is about this one is a funny one, lighthearted. It says a Nigerian man interrogates a barn owl. All these night owl, they can look very strange, these birds. I mean, you need to look at this. The man is actually interrogating, the bird, like, they watch this. I'm sure it's not AI. What would you do if you were doing? I just want to ask you a question. Now, is this village people or what? Is this village people? Honestly, I mean, come on. Tell me, guys, if you find this kind of thing inside your house, won't you think is it village people or what? Eh? What sort of thing will actually come to your mind that what is this in the night? Owl. So come on, guys, make some comments here. So let me see what it is. I mean, what do you guys think? It's just I just couldn't help with that. I said I needed to to actually have this in there. So okay, the last but not the least, it's the same thing, light-hearted, and it's about there was this guy that went to the airport. We're not sure. I'm not even sure whether it's even the airport safe, but yes, it is the airport actually. So I can see arrival. What it is that woman is super tall, very lovely, beautiful woman, and the man. Well, I'm assuming they're a couple. So I think there is they must have seen ring in the man's hand or something. So there, and the woman is so much. The man probably just a bit, just a bit taller than her waist. Let me show this to you. There you go. I mean, look at that. Can you imagine? Look at that. I mean, that woman. I don't know why we couldn't get the video, but you can see the woman and look at how she looks like a basketballer. That woman must be like about 7 feet. But the question that I want to ask people is this: what do you think? Let me ask. Would you be able to, if you're a guy, would you be able to date someone like this? Marry somebody like this that is quite taller? Does it matter? Then, if you're a woman, I mean, tell me, would you be able to marry a very, a man that is not quite tall, that is short. There's nothing wrong in that, but that in Nigeria, and I know people feel conscious, but I've seen a lot of people actually, that the men are quite short, and their wives are like looking down at them and things, and they seems quite happy. So come on, guys, let's actually get your opinion. Would you be able to date a woman that is much taller than you? And you can see that the woman is quite reasonable. Look at the shoes she's wearing. She's not putting on like heels. If she has actually put on, heels, that is even going to make it worse. Anyway, well, so that's it from me. Once again, my name is Tunde, and I just want to thank everybody that have been here. So we'll see you again. It's already past midnight, so we'll see you again later in the day. Just want to say thanks, and from us at G9ijaTV Spotlights, we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much, and keep safe and good night. Don't forget, guys, if you can find that woman, please, from you, let's do something. Let's do something. So it's not about, we are not showing off anything. There's nothing to show off. We're just grateful to God that whatever it is we can do, no matter what, let's do it. Don't let us leave it to the government. Don't let us just leave it to the churches as well. Let's do what we can do. Let's be our brothers, our sisters keepers. Nigeria is great. Let's make Nigeria great again. Those people that are saying that their country is great, look, there are all sorts of mad things happening there. So if they say that, no, I know Nigeria is hard, things are, yes, let's do our bit. Don't let us give up. Home is still home, is a real opportunity. So thank God, and see you guys again. Good night and God bless.